Comedian Matt Rife is well known for self-produced specials and viral TikTok videos of crowd work, as we've all seen. But when he released his first Netflix special, there were some people who were unimpressed, to say the least, with his particular brand of humor, specifically because of a joke about domestic violence as the intro to his set. But despite the online backlash, he remained in Netflix's top 10 for 2 weeks. Are we surprised at that? Top 10 for 2 weeks?
No.
Despite the hate?
No.
So what are your guys' immediate response to that?
I think it's whoever wants to spin it a certain way, because anywhere before that in his crowd work, it's all posted online. Nobody's had that reaction.
Right. But then he does come up with a joke that I think, I don't know if a woman from a domestic abuse situation would really find that funny.
But I think that's the context of going into a comedic show, is that that's like what they're known for, is that they're going to, they're going to
And it is interesting that everybody laughed. When he made the joke, I heard the whole crowd was laughing.
Yeah.
But then online, it's like we have more time to think about it and take it in a different way that it wasn't necessarily being taken.
Time and place. This is a time and place thing for me. He's a comedian. That's his job. It's not unlike anything we've ever seen. If he had said those comments or said those things probably outside of that setting, yes, I would understand the outrage, but it's a comedy show, and that's always been my point.
Do you think people would have been less distraught at the joke if if a different comedian made that joke? I mean, look at the way Matt Rife looks, how he talks, his
This is the
presence.
thing. When you look at someone made a comment when we were talking about this off air, and it's the fact that if you look at how Matt Rife came up, where it was very much so women supported him because he was this hot comedian, and that's how he kind of got his legs as a comedian. Yeah, maybe it's a little bit different, right? But at the same time, the only way that I would look at that and say, yeah, that was an ill taste, is if he was doing a comedy special to raise funds for domestic violence. But it was literally a comedy special that people paid to go see Matt Rife.
Yeah.
And Matt Rife made jokes.
Okay, so did you guys see his response to the hate?
Yeah.
Yes.
Get yourself a helmet.
Yeah.
Like,
Is that offensive?
who cares? Like, at the end of the day, he's allowed to respond how he wants to respond.
Right.
Like, he knows he was there to do a job. He did his job well, because like you said, everyone was laughing. So what more could he have done?
Right.
More of a response to cancel culture. I think he did that because I think that was what the intent was. The intent
Was it a marketing play?
maybe for him, but I don't know. Have we talked to any of the people who are actually outraged by this? Have we given them some airtime? Have we listened to what their concerns are? No, we don't, because it's all about, I want to record this, be pissed off about it, get likes and retweets. That for me, I'm not interested in that. That's ruining comedy, in my opinion.
You think him posting that?
No,
I'm sorry.
I was talking about the people who are saying they're outraged and they're upset about what he said. What is their mission behind looking at that, making a Twitter post, getting likes and getting retweets?
Wait,
That's
so
what it's
are
all
you
about
saying,
for
like,
me.
if you're offended, just like scroll off?
Change the channel. I don't
Matt
like
Rife said that on
There's a family that's popular on reality television show in the States. I'm not going to say their name on television. Every time they come on, the channel is changed because I don't want to see their faces. I don't call NBC or MTV and say they got to come off the air. I change the
So do you
channel.
think it says a lot about our society that we're just getting so sensitive to these jokes?
I mean, I think his response to the being canceled was to show how ridiculous it is that he was going to be canceled. I don't know how to explain it.
But are comedians like just immune to being canceled because they can just say whatever the heck they want?
I think it's a new thing.
They're not immune. It's the intent behind the joke. I can give a very awful example. I don't even want to talk about it on television. But Michael Richards at the Comedy Store, that was in malicious intent of what he did to those people. Yes, he was removed and he's not allowed to go there ever again. That I think is different than the intent behind the Matt Rife joke, and that's my opinion.
Do you think trying to cancel him will work? Will it work for his benefit? Because I could see the side of almost he opened up intentionally with that joke to spark some hatred and spice into the conversation there that would cause this for him to get a better stance in Netflix.
I think comedians, it's different because it's a show, but I think when they go on, they will say certain things to see what the crowd is feeling and responding to. And so it's hard. I mean, maybe it was a live. I'm not really sure how it was filmed.
Yeah. No, it was live. It wasn't edited.
So I think that's the whole job of comedians, is to feel out what the crowd is going to say. And I've watched other videos of him in cases where it was a disability.
Right.
But the way he responded to it I thought it was respectful in the way he joked with
So
the
you
man.
think in some ways, like, I like your point on the intent side of it. And for sake of time, I won't ask you guys any more questions. But for the intent, I think it is important. I think he obviously didn't mean to spark that. So anyways, when we come back, what's in a name and should we be editing our history? Let's see.